mentioned earlier that, man, sometimes you don't want to go train even during this time of year.
I get those same things. I think that anybody that tells you they don't have those thoughts is a liar. I know that during a marathon, there's certainly points where, yeah, you're in a lot of pain. There's no way around it. I don't care how fast you're running, what level you are. It's a lot of pain to run a marathon, and you're in pain and discomfort for a really long time. And the natural thing I think to do is to start to concentrate on that, start to look at, man, I'm already feeling this bad and I still have, 10 miles to go. I still have 15 miles to go. I don't know if I can make it. Those doubts run through every runner's heads, during an event like that. And so, for me, the biggest thing is just staying present, trying to stay calm, and even if it's just picking something small or mundane to focus on. I pray a lot when I run marathons. Sometimes I'll do the old 5-finger rosary and go through that. But anything, it could be concentrating on your breathing, concentrating on keeping your shoulders down and relaxed. Something that's positive, that isn't negative, I think is the biggest thing to do. Because those negative thoughts, if you let them keep going and keep building, it's like a snowball. They're going to get greater and greater, and eventually it's going to take a huge toll mentally on you to the point where you start thinking about, giving up.
Your favorite part of this whole process?
I don't know. It's a lot of it is just trying to take it day by day. That's always the way that I've looked at it is, with the training is so intense and so rigorous, you're just exhausted all the time and you don't want to get out there, but you always think, there's always somebody out there that's going to make that sacrifice, want to go that extra mile. And my whole thing is you never want to let someone outwork you. Talent, that's God-given, but the amount you work and the discipline and your work ethic is something that you're in total control of. And so it's about doing everything you can and maximizing every day, to be at your best. But these interviews are fun, and then obviously race day, that's the most fun part is when that comes around and you actually get to see, what all that hard work manifests itself.
I don't think I'm ever not going to have the fire. I think, most elite athletes, that fire is always there. Your body usually gives out before the fire does.
Right.
And I feel like, I still I wake up revved up for a good workout in the morning and I'm ready to attack it. But, it's the mental side of it that's, harder to balance. Because I think I was talking to Sam Kendricks, is a U.S. pole vaulter, and he said he won the world championships, I think in 2019. And he's like, congrats, now you got the golden handcuffs.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's a good way of putting it.
Right.
That I'm kind of just having, now the expectation's gold. And, anything less than that is, it's not a failure, but I expect
it's not gold.
I expect to win. I expect gold.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I know my work ethic and I know what got me here, and I know that that's not going to go away. And so I have a lot of, trust in myself, if that makes sense. I know I'm going to put my best foot forward when it matters most. And that's really all you can do in this sport.
Yeah.
Anything really.
Guys, if you're enjoying getting some wisdom from some of the best distance runners we've ever seen, you're going to absolutely love the Relaxed Running podcast. We've got athletes, coaches, those in and around the sport of distance running, trying to make your journey as a runner much easier. If you haven't checked it out yet, make sure you hit the link in the description to this episode. Also, if you haven't seen all the ways that we can help you improve your running over at relaxedrunning.com, make sure you check out the links in the description to this video below. Running doesn't have to be so confusing, and we're here to simplify that journey for you. But now, let's jump back into the video.
When you're really young, you have to listen to what other people are saying. So my father and my brothers, and I, of course, as a young kid, you believe what you're told from your coaches and from everyone around you. But it's more when you start to run fast in a national or international level that you really understand that you can become a really good runner. But when I started running, like in preschool, I was always the fastest and always the best in sports running, because I was obviously training and playing with my older brothers. So I've always known that I was better than everyone else. But obviously that's going to start to, people are starting to train as much as I am. So when you become older, that's going to even out. But yeah, I was always winning races. I think my first loss was probably when I was 13, 14, when I raced with the seniors. And after a couple of years, I started winning those races as well. So losing is it's not easy when you've never done it before. So I remember I lost a race when I was 15 or 14. I lost I came second in the under 20 championship in Norway. I know that was really tough, even though it was a junior national championship with the importance wasn't really high, but that was a bad loss for me, and I still remember every detail to this date. So yeah, it's not the important races, but losing in general is something that I hate.
I'm always, just think about, just how fast I'm going to run, what time I'm going to run. Okay, doesn't matter who run next to me. When I'm thinking about for the time, I can win a race, just easily. If you target, something more, you can get even at least, the things what you I mean, like, just because if I know just I run for a time, I can win the race easily. And that's why, just I'm not worried about, just the opponent, just I'm worried about the time.
To be self-disciplined is that I'm really committed to training. That's why I'm really in the camp on Monday to Saturday. And I don't miss any chance of training. I don't miss any chance of fitness. And that's the sign actually of really aiming to run a world record. In track, I'm really going the ideal time is whereby coach just say. In long run, I'm really on it. If it's 40 kilometers, then be it raining or really or not raining, then I'm doing to the perfection. Concerning when I miss a world record, I don't regret. When I miss a world record, I don't complain. If I regret and complain, that's the sign of self-indiscipline. So I was born and raised in a society whereby they actually make an example of a tree, that a tree has a lot of branches. And when you are going up, you step each branch. So when you have already go beyond another branch, you forget that branch. Aim for the next. If I miss a world record, I forget it. I aim for the next one.
In terms of advice, what does it take to become a great runner? Is it physical or mental?
I think you need everything, because if physically you are not ready, you cannot do anything. Physically, mentally, you need to ready. You need to really focus and have a big hope and a future. You have to happy what you are doing, and with your activity, you have to really hope I can do it. You have to tell yourself anything. If you do hard and if you are disciplined, you can success. You can bring success. So you have to motivate mentally, physically, of course, everything you need.